CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Guys, the chicken is here. We are back today on Clash with Chicken with another Squad Busters video. And today, guys, we got, as you can see, a very special guest, Mr. Op Destroy, another Squad Buster fanatic. OP, how you doing?
Good, man. Thanks for having me today. I appreciate it. We're going to talk some Squad Busters going global soon. Yay! Supercell! Hallelujah!
Woo, absolutely. So, we're excited because today, guys, what we want to talk about is Squad Busters pay to win? So, I'm going to lay this out a little bit first. So, I think before we say is Squad Busters pay to win and talk about all our opinions and stuff, like, what defines a game as pay to win is basically, you know, it's as simple as it says. You're paying specifically for an unfair advantage over the other player. So if you look at a game like, to make it easy, like Clash Royale, for example, right? You could make the argument that a game like that is pay to win because you pay, you upgrade your cards to max, and then like a level 13 going against the level 10 has an extreme advantage. It's almost impossible to lose if you're the max level player in that scenario, right? So talking about that in terms of an unbalanced advantage, OP, where do you think Squad kind of fits in on that, like overall kind of?
Right. Now that it's still in soft launch, it's not global. We have no idea what the global game will be, right? Like,
right. This isn't the final version, technically.
It's not not the final version because we know there's Plaza upgrades coming soon. What does that entail? We don't know. But going back to pay to win for the current state, it's more like pay for an advantage, right? Obviously, money will obviously benefit you if you're not paying money towards anything, right? So for me, I look at it like it's an experience, and it's an advantage to have money to buy certain cosmetics and or let's say these keys. That comes into question too, is buying these fusion keys, right? And these chest keys you can purchase if you have the gold. I mean, I could meet halfway with all the people saying this is pay to win and just say, you know what, Super Soldier, just take those out from buying and just keep them in the passes. So if you buy the pass, you get them in the pass.
Okay.
Maybe that's a way to come to compromise. But as far as if I want to respond in the way that I would love to say it, like those keys, although it's an advantage, it doesn't mean you're going to always win because you got to factor in the RNG of these chests. Like, let's say you want to pop a fusion key because you're so awesome and you bought 3 of them, and you go to a chest and you see a chicken, you see Mavis, and a trader there. Okay, you could re-roll it, which is fine if you have some re-rolls, but one of those will become a fusion, and that might not be the unit you wanted to become a fusion. Although that fusion will be stronger, the DPS, even on a fusion chicken's not going to be better than, let's say, a barbarian fusion. Or, you know, fill in the blank there. So a lot of it's RNG. Remember that. And that's all I got to say about that.
Now let's back it up a little bit here for a second. So let's talk about what we're actually able to buy, right? Like we're not... we are able to technically buy gold and use that to upgrade your characters, right? But that's the only resource in the game. That's the only resource is gold right now. So being able to buy gold allows you to upgrade your characters. It only allows you to upgrade what's available in the shop. And I would say, OP, you let me know if you agree or disagree, but I would say that's pretty easy to get that amount of gold that you need to get everything that's available in the shop every day almost, right? What do you think?
Right. Now, yes, yes in some ways, yes and no in some other ways. Like obviously, you have chest tickets, right? We all want those because those give us the cards to upgrade our units from babies to commons and yada yada yada. But for gold here, it's easily accessible in the game if you finish the side quests, right? You get that gold. There's a weekly quest you can perform as well. And you can see in the shop some of these units, if you buy many baby cards, can get pretty pricey as long as you get more cards for that. So, like, yes and no. Yes, you earn gold, that currency, the only currency in the game, through the game without putting a penny towards the game. It's just easier for somebody to actually buy the gold to use it. Like every time the shop opens up for me, since I have like over 2 million gold coins, like I just say yes to all of it.
Right.
But for someone that doesn't have and put money towards the game to actually exercise that awesome, like you can't do that. And I'm gonna say the no, because it's not, the gold's there, but it's not enough to really get everything in the shop you need. If it's because you got to buy chess tickets with gold, you got to buy keys with gold if you want to do that, re-rolls with gold. So with the currency being gold, it's spread thin when you're trying to buy everything. Right. So,
and also
it's yes and no.
And also, it's like you said, you can't necessarily always get maybe the exact amount of gold you need to get everything from the shop. But you can probably get most of it. You can get a good chunk of it. And then, I mean, at that point, we're not talking about full levels of characters. We're talking about maybe 8 of them, right? Or like maybe a handful of babies. Like, that's your advantage. Like, I feel like that doesn't really qualify the game as pay to win in that aspect. And, upgrading the characters, that's one thing. We're not that, and that's really the only thing that we're able to buy outright with gold, right? Like, we're not able to. You can't just go on the squad journey here, put a bunch of money into it, and then get my next unlock, I think, is Beach World, is where I'm trying to get to. It doesn't help you at all with that. It doesn't help you at all. You still have to play the game to progress for the most part. So so there's no progression barriers that are put in from a pay to win aspect, right?
Where, like, for instance, like if in that little trophy road that you just showed on the way to Beach World, that's one of the passes, right? That's a pass. No, that's actually the desert world. That's actually the world. Okay, so there's no like gold barrier saying if you put 10,000 gold, you can jump to the next level and keep going and going and going. Now that's different, right? But you actually have to actively play to earn the progress of your collect the portal energy. So. Yeah, and also in the shop, one more thing, like they do give you a one free, like, two, you get 2 El Primos or whatever they have there. Also, to the little chest on your plaza area, if you still have it. I don't know if you still have it.
I just collected
it,
yeah.
Yeah. That also shows up every day. And you can get gold out of that, and sometimes it'll throw you 2 cards, 3 cards, or whatnot.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like you said, the yes part on the gold, you could play without buying it and get a few cards in the shop to upgrade your unit. So as long as you play every day or you're consistently playing, you'll earn enough gold, actively get cards every day, in my opinion.
Like, especially in terms of Supercell games, I would say Squad Busters is probably the most free-to-play friendly out of all of them, right? I
agree. Now, remember, we are on soft launch right now, so, like, global could be a different story. The plaza's coming soon, right, in global. What's that going to entail? Is there going to be a new currency?
Yeah.
We don't know what they have planned, but for now, in soft launch, it's very, very
free to play.
Doable for everybody to play. Yeah, I would say definitely it's free, and you can have a good time playing. The only issue I have is the chests, right? If you don't buy the chests, you only get 3, and then you got to wait X amount of hours to reload those chests, because every battle, like if you don't have chest tickets, you won't get these chests that Chicken just purchased, that you got from playing.
Oh, I see.
That right there, like, you get only 3, but so maybe up that to maybe 8, right? Give us to load 8, so if we aren't buying chest tickets, people can play for a good amount of time to get chests. Because if you actually play a game without a chest, you're not getting much out of it, other than maybe first place and bragging rights.
And there's nothing in the game that's like blocked off, like kind of what we were just saying, I guess, by a pay to win barrier. Like, it's not like you get the premium pass and then you get to see Desert World Plus or anything like that, and nothing really in that aspect. So OP, there have been a lot of other YouTubers recently saying that the game is like it's maybe a write-off is a bit harsh, but they've been saying that the game is pay to win, and I think that really isn't fair, especially, like you said, the game's not even in its final state yet, right? So what is kind of your take on people just kind of throwing that term out, pay to win, all over the place?
Well, I get their concern for the game, and they want it to do well, and I do too. We all do, right? We all want the game to. I mean, when's the last time Supercell put a game global, folks? Right? Let's be awesome that they're actually putting a game full on global, which is Squad Busters. Number two is like if you keep spreading the pay to win feature, and you got people that haven't heard the game and they hear that coming from a reputable content creator's mouth, they're gonna throw in the towel from getting the game.
Not even try it, right?
Yeah, let's be more optimistic about what again, this is soft launch, so we don't know what's coming in the global game. Like, let's be more optimistic and be slow to speak in some areas, and not just use that pay to win, tagline just because they have a shop that you can buy currency with real money. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, exactly. I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, by that definition, every single game on the market is pay to win, right? So
exactly, dude. Exactly.
But if there are any whales
at the end
out
of the
there,
day, Supercell's a business.
But if there are any whales out there that are interested in pay to win and want to see how much you can rack up in this game, feel free to use that code chicken, or OP. What is yours right there?
Oh man, you're too kind. Yeah, guys, you know what? OP Destroy and Chicken, we're both in the shop.
So
if you are a whale, I like it. If you're a whale,
yeah. I mean, if you're gonna throw it around, then I appreciate it. But that's kind of. I feel like we covered that pretty well. Like, basically, just to sum it up, like, there's just not enough there, in my opinion, anyways, to call this game pay to win. I think it's kind of silly. 100%. So, yeah. So I think we'll wrap it up right there. OP, did you have any final thoughts or any streams you're doing soon?
Soon we'll be doing some cool tournaments, but other than that, guys, have some. This game's really cool. If you like Brawl Stars, it's Brawl Star-ish, right? With a twist, and it's a fun game, very competitive. It's very satisfying when you can knock out squads. It's just something about it. Other than that, it's a fun game to play. I can't wait to see what Supercell does to add more battle modes to this game. I know they will. They always do. They did to Brawl Stars. Why not Squad Busters? So I'm excited, super pumped. Boom. Good luck and all the best as you guys. We have 30 million pre-registrations for the game already, Chicken, too. So, boom.
Yeah, we
can't wait for
Squad
Busters. May 29th. May 29th. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. So thank you, OP. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more. Check out OP's channel for a lot of live streams on Squad Busters. And we'll check the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.